I want to talk about ways that I identify narcissists, histrionics, sociopaths, just toxic people in general. And I'm going to list a couple of the traits that I look for. But before I start mentioning the traits, I just want to say an individual trait does not mean that the person is a narcissist or a histrionic or a sociopath. Anyone who replies, just because they do that doesn't mean they're a narcissist. This is my reply. Duh! We're looking for patterns of behavior, meaning that they are demonstrating this toxic trait almost every time you see them, in conjunction with no empathy and the desire to exploit. If you know a covert narc or a sociopath, they're crazy. Pay attention. Their facial expression will often not match the words coming out of their mouth. And I'm going to give you an exaggerated example of what I'm talking about so it's easily understood. You have this gentle, delicate snowflake of a girl, and her body language is very gentle and sweet, but the words coming out of her mouth will be, I can't stand you. You are such a nasty human being. Oh, you're such a piece of trash. Okay, so that's very exaggerated, but you can see the body language is gentle, but the words coming out of the mouth are nasty. Another example would be the body language is about to attack you, and the words coming out will be something like, I love you. You're such a nice person. So it's not matching up. Again, this is a very exaggerated example just so that it's easily understood for anyone who hasn't heard this before. They contradict themselves back to back. For example, they will say, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to. Oh, I don't want to shout this across the room in front of the 200 people here, but I'm going to shout it across the room. Remember, narcissists, they tell on themselves, and this is them telling on themselves when they say, I don't want to do this, but I have to. The bottom line is that when we don't want to do something, we usually don't. If this is a pattern that you see over and over again, then this is a huge red flag. Of course, every once in a while, we do have to do stuff that we don't want to do. I might say, I don't want to clean my room right now, but I'm going to. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when they say, I don't want to do something hurtful or nasty, and then they do. Again, just because someone is demonstrating one trait one time or every once in a while, it doesn't mean that it's pathological. We're looking for patterns. The other one that I look for is triangulation. And the minute they start comparing me to other people, big red flag. If they say something like, I noticed that you haven't been doing X, Y, and Z. Tina, she always does X, Y, and Z. You should pay more attention to what Tina does. Defensiveness is something I really look for. We all are defensive every once in a while, but a toxic person, especially a narcissist or a histrionic, they are defensive 99% of the time. It's something like, I don't like Mexican food. It's benign. What are you saying? You know I like Mexican food. Are you saying that there's something wrong with Mexican food? Let's say they're wearing a yellow t-shirt and you say, oh my gosh, I look so awful in yellow. That's like a full-on nuclear attack for them. What are you saying? Are you saying that I look bad in yellow? They personalize it and they blow it up. As always, stay strong and get toxic people out of your life. Just so we have that clear between the two of us, okay? If it's the tiniest little critique or criticism, and they become defensive, okay? I am talking about a pattern of toxic traits in conjunction with no empathy and the desire to exploit. And they personalize everything. One trait does not equal a pathological problem. Defensiveness, triangulation, and body language does not match the words. So these are three major traits.